exploding. Claude's research shows that most people get a shot and then boom, boom, and then it's gone. And we saw that several times on the video now. So a reload for us will probably be an after-action event. All right, we feel like we need to reload the gun. But if we need to do it, the only thing that matters if we decide I've got to reload this gun is then you've got to get bullets in the gun. So you can't be staring at the guy trying to kill you and try to reload the gun. All right, the change now is I've got to get the magazine in the gun. That is the most important thing because you've made that decision. You certainly can't fight him and reload the gun at the same time. And I'll give you a chance to try if you want to later. All right, it's really hard. It's hard enough to reload a gun, but when somebody's grabbing, if he's that close and I need to see him, then boom. But if I was in the military, I might need to see that he ran to cover. That's where that comes from, that he moved to another position. But for us, the surety of the reload is all that matters. I need to get that magazine in the gun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at him, and I'm going to get all this set up, and I'm going to do all this work, and then when I need to put it in, I'm going to look. And I'm going to look back at him. How long did that take me? It's 0.2 of a second. And what does that mean? I have a very sure reload that goes where it's supposed to instead of this. All right, and that's what I see a lot on the range.
The fumbling one.
Yeah, the fumbling one. So what were you saying over there?
Just keeping the sight plane level instead of muzzling the gun up or muzzling it down or trying to keep it some funky thing you read on the internet. But if you keep it forward, all you do is break the elbow in, and you create the plane, everything you need.
What do we call this, guys?
It's a frame.
It's a frame. Frames are everything. Every sport, frames are everything. They're the strongest position for the arm. Mike Sieklander says, let the magazine see where it's going to get something. It needs to look. So if you carry an extra mag right here, that magazine well needs to look, and then you feed it.
It's clever.
You know, it is very clever because usually what do? We do the other thing. Wherever this thing is, I'm going to put that thing in it.
Or if you come to our match, you see a handful of people trying to slingshot the mag against the wall.
If you're a Glock carrier and it doesn't fall free, all right? So sometimes magazines don't fall free. You need to strip it on the way out. Get the new one, put it on the way in. But what do we see a lot of? Flipping it out, all right? So there's a lot of things going on here. The good news is for the armed citizen, it's really a non-event. But for the enthusiastic shooter like all of us, going to the range, doing qualifications, and competing, it's important to be able to reload the gun. So I spend a little bit of time on it, all right? Index the finger, practice the Burkhart reload. It'll solve everything. Don't finish the reload. Don't modify the drill. Just point that in. All we want to get good at is this. Everything else takes care of itself. It's fairly simple after that. Cool? All right. Malfunction.